Auntie Peg, all right?
All right, everybody. It's the Arty 84 show live here on Monday, the 19th of February. Revere, Massachusetts, Packy headquarters. Episode 48. We get some special guests here along with the mallet as usual.
Hey.
And we have Eric Danger Powers.
The mallet, the hammer slammer.
The hammer slammer.
That's right.
Donkey cock.
The pelvic punisher.
Yes. And then we have...
Pelvic Punisher.
is the mic on? Is your mic on?
It's on, is it?
Yeah, like talk to it.
It says
on. Yeah, you can talk like that.
Like put it up on my
Yeah.
lips.
Yeah, otherwise you can't hear it. We also have
Great.
Bert Baccarat sitting in the living room. What's his name?
Burke back.
Ronald Doubleback. And, of course, Susie J of the dogs. We have a full house today, so anything. What happened?
All these lights?
No, they're just so we could see you better.
Just on.
Yeah, they're just on. We like to burn electricity irresponsibly. Sometimes you spread electricity.
Times.
I want to hear you walk. Do your walking.
I can't do my walking. I don't have a good walking.
You have a great walking.
I do not have a great walking.
You do.
It's
I just said
progress.
your walking is a Joe Dirt walking.
That's not that great.
What's up, Blair?
But
Oh, he wants to sit
yeah.
back.
So we're here on our newly formed Monday schedule because starting Wednesday, we'll be having a comedy show at the Hooley House. It's 25 Union Street.
Is that what the name is?
Yeah, it's upstairs of Hennessy's.
That's Hooley House?
The Hooley House upstairs.
When's the low one start?
Was it?
When's the low one start?
That starts the week after next. So, if you're in Boston this coming Wednesday, you can come see some comedy, myself and the Powers and some other people. It's an open mic, so you can come sign up. Or you can just email me ahead of time if you want to be on, and I'll get you on. It's from 8 to 10, Hooley House. Yeah.
Arty, you got to make that a show so I can stick it to my former employer.
Oh.
Look, this is what happened. You got rid of me, and this is what happened.
So it could have been your show. You could have been your show down the street, two doors down. And your buddy Brianna, that you're so friendly with.
He was complaining in the car.
So-
about it.
I complained to him this
Your
morning.
Brianna and the Fat Fuck. That should be like a TV show.
Like shaking a fat
Shaking the Fat Man.
Brianna the Fat
The hooker. The
Well, I
hooker.
was telling him to stick it to
Dude,
her because her birthday's Friday.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, you only know
You
it's your
said
birthday, too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I said that in the car.
Yeah.
You said it's your birthday. Oh,
It's the hooker and the Fat Fuck. That should be. That's what the theme is.
Did you remember when I was coming home from New Orleans and I said he was across from me on the train?
Yeah. Oh,
now
yeah.
I wish I.
Should have took a picture.
Now I wish. I took a
He's like he's a white knight. He's the
Did you
tip.
see-
He's a white knight.
Did you see his post the other day?
No, all I seen was his reply to you, and it's a joke.
You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but they have a. I think this is a joke, and I hope it is. I hope it's Trump supporters trolling anti-Trump people because it would be great.
Yeah.
They started a Trump dating site.
Oh.
Trump supporter dating site.
Okay.
So he posted it, right? And said, I'm going to troll for the next 2008. I'm like this. I said, hey, I'm not a Trump supporter at all. But that's just straight harassment.
Wait, so it's for Trump
It's just
supporters?
Trump supporters only. So
Okay.
The jokes on there are funny. They're like, oh, you grabbed by the pussy the first date. They're funny.
Yeah.
But now they're like, oh, we're going to troll. We're going to make up fake blah, 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 blah. I'm like, these people, all right, I'm on Tinder and Bumble. You know, I always know that.
Yeah.
And it's
course.
constantly on there. Trump supporters swipe left.
Yeah, swipe
so,
left.
So they get their own place to date. And
Yeah.
then you're going to go and it's not trolling anymore. It's harassment.
Why, if I see a Trump supporter on there, I would
I'm not
swipe
a Trump
right.
supporter at all. And but I can't stand these people.
Why is everyone
Anybody
hating
that
on the
puts
carrot?
political affiliation out there like that.
Like, this is
First of all,
We're all
the last
one.
thing I want to know on my first date is her political
Yeah, if you ever have that
affiliation.
conversation, it's not going to
You know,
regardless.
her being an independent, living in the Green Party is not going to get the dick harder. I can tell you that much. And honest to God, I can give two fucks. If I'm just trying to have sex with you, and you say you're a crazy right wing, like, conservative, I'm just going to say, yeah, me too. And then we'll have sex with you, and then we'll probably never speak again. Like,
I don't do
like who
politics.
cares?
Especially in comedy. Bill Murray said once, he's like, if you want to be funny, just avoid politics. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
true. You cut your audience in half.
You do.
You know,
you
do.
piss people off for no reason whatsoever.
I mean, I have a new joke where I use President Trump, but it fits. It's about taking a bad word,
Yeah.
and putting a nice word in front of it to make it better. And I go, you can't do that. Just look, President Trump. Like it. So that's I use that.
Oh,
as a punchline.
it's political humor.
That's it. That's
Oh.
to please. That's to please.
What do you? What's
the masses?
That's to suck the idiot's dicks in the.
What do you, Ma? What's his face? That idiot
like
comedian,
this.
Howard Ma. What's his name?
This. I can say anything.
They could.
Yeah.
It's on
Fuck,
Facebook.
shit, cunt, bitch, slut.
Oh, and also, hey, not to diverse, but we are also on YouTube, so you can get the downloaded version of the show on YouTube. just by going to YouTube, type it in, the Arty 84 Show, and they're all available to watch. I'd rather people watch and get the full experience than just listen to it on iTunes, you know what I mean?
It's true.
I keep forgetting we're being filmed. I'm over here doing like
You touching your dick?
stuff over here, like
The camera's in the corner.
That's twitchy.
yeah,
That little crackhead.
Yeah, maybe. Did you just have a little? Yeah. So I wonder if the back on your story. I wonder if the fat fuck was picking his nose as he was going to his job at Starbucks.
he was like,
Was he elbow deep?
like I don't know, first knuckle or second knuckle. I was just too busy texting you to be telling you what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought he was all right until
I
that
did too.
until that time where that fucking those idiot comedians from New York tried to bash our show down before it was even started, and he jumped on board on one. Remember that?
He used to come to all our North Shore Comedy
Yeah.
Club things. It's like he's one of those guys, and there's a lot in this in Boston comedy that don't think someone will punch him in the fucking face.
Oh, and then they jump on like bandwagons and stuff like that. So it's like basically what happens is they clicky, yeah.
It's like a bunch of girls. The comedy scene with everybody is like it's a bunch of girls.
But
It's
the
all
problem
like,
is with this,
bitching at each other.
with comics.
I can't stand it.
Most of these people are not like myself. I don't consider myself a real comic. I do it for part time. I do it for fun.
Yeah.
I'd rather write. I started doing it just to get comfortable. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's the only reason why I do it. But some of these people, a comedian is the worst. Like, oh, what the fuck?
The worst human being on the planet.
No, I'm gonna say he's worse. But comedians think that everybody needs to hear their fucking point. You know what I mean?
Well, I think anyone who thinks
And
they're a show business person. Listen, I don't give a shit what people agree with me or not. That's why I do the show. If you agree with me, great. If you don't, then
Well, you know what
well,
irritates me is
fucking care.
if the person doesn't agree with you,
They get mad.
then they get mad.
Yeah.
And you're a snowflake. You're triggered.
You're a snowflake.
These words are being used.
Is a
freely.
what's a snowflake? Like a white person?
No, a snowflake is
a white person.
No, it's not a white person.
It used to
a
be.
person who gets sensitive about certain.
No,
subjects, like
I'm pretty
millennials,
sure
like,
back
oh,
in the
snowflake.
day, maybe that's the new meaning.
But
to
I'm
it.
confused.
That was a right. Okay, yeah. But it used to be just a white
Triggered.
person.
Triggered. That's all the people using these words. You can't get upset anymore, and you're triggered or you're a snowflake. You can't disagree.
You're a snowflake.
There's no such thing as agree and disagree anymore.
Sometimes you're a snowflake. Sometimes a snowflake is you.
You're really feeling the walking today, huh?
I don't know why.
Hey,
Hey, now over here.
I wonder how long it would take to get very annoyed by listening to walk and talk. Like, what's
Arty.
up, guys?
Remember that the guy I did grown-ups to with? We talked about walking all the time, and it was so annoying. I know it.
Yeah,
we talked like walking everywhere we went.
Sometimes.
It like sticks in your head,
Yeah.
and it just stays
like
there.
it was
for a
so
while.
bad. Like when I would work on the weekends at Buffalo Wild Wings at the time, the waitress would come up and I'd be like, "So you want a blue moon?" I can't do it good, but at that point,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to lose it. you
Blue
know what I mean?
moon.
Yeah. A blue moon.
So I DJ'd on Saturday night at Dirty
How was
Nelly's. It was all right.
I was gonna come, Suze, but it started snowing, and I'm like, "Fuck that."
Well, I was upstairs. You've been upstairs
never
before,
been
right?
upstairs, no.
So upstairs is about the same
place
size
is
as
haunted.
downstairs. Oh, I would believe it.
Brianna told me some stories. About
And
that.
it was the same. Actually, set up in the same exact spot. I DJ'd Brianna's 23rd birthday up there too.
You're gonna be doing? Is that a weekly thing?
Occasionally, he's gonna call me when he needs me. I guess
I
that.
wanted to go, but
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Well,
do.
Susie almost fought some basic broad.
See, you know what? I was talking last week about how everyone just messes with Susie, and now Susie just gets in a fight.
Well,
with
and she
her.
wasn't
What
even.
is-
I gotta
what
say,
happened this
Susie
time?
wasn't even doing anything. She was just chilling next to me.
She seems to be never doing anything. I think
Oh,
there's
the
some sort of
best.
weird
And this-
subconscious
and this,
message
like-
she's setting out.
Yeah, and these
Right.
girls are just like eyeing her down. I think they wanted to fuck me.
I think she's got
and I
resting
think
bitch
they were
face.
jealous of Susie because she was there. We can't hear you. If you're gonna talk, you be on the mic, sweetheart. You know the rules.
literally eyeing her down. She said, and you know what? Now I wish I went because I would have been like, I could have used that as a pickup line.
I think Artie's tooting his own horn a little too much.
No,
here.
actually,
And
no.
they want to fuck me.
They wanted to have sex with me. That's what they wanted. They wanted this body,
I'd
and they
imagine if I
seen
was
Susie
there.
next to it.
But imagine if I was there, they would have thought I was with. Oh, that would have been awesome. They probably
Yeah.
would have thought I was with her. 'cause
Yeah,
I
they probably
would've
would
been
hit up.
dancing
Because
with her
when
and
she
and
went-
they would have came up and hit on you. That would have been awesome.
Because
Watch
when
Susie beat a big
when you
sack.
went because when you went to the bathroom, she came over and talked to me.
Yeah, and I come out of the bathroom and
Is it on?
they're all side by side. Yeah, it's on.
You sure?
Hello, hello, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hold on.
Don't spill that one too.
Yeah, hold on. Wait. All right, try again.
Can you hear me?
No.
Oh no.
Is it bad? Oh, he changed the batteries.
Yeah, that's weird. Let's see.
But that would have been great if I was there, because then they would have thought I was with you, and then they
How
would
about now?
have
Yeah, there you
talked to her. And
Was
then
it just
you
not
could've
on?
beat a bitch's ass.
No, it's very particular.
No, so I come walking out of the bathroom
Yeah.
after the girl comes up to me boldly to my face. You're so pretty.
Was she pretty?
Can't really tell it was dark in there, man.
She looked like a State Street broad that's privileged.
So she was pretty but snooty.
So she comes
She
in.
was like a
Tia,
Very
small little
snooty.
bitch.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
snooty.
she's definitely a Tia's girl.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
definitely,
I think-
absolutely. She would totally been there on a Saturday and have given a choice.
She's a Tia's girl. Have you
Yeah.
been to Tia's? I've never been to Tia's.
What are you talking about?
Never been to Tees.
Tees? You kidding me?
Never been.
Yeah, never been.
Never been, huh? Who's never been?
I've never been. You know that.
Oh, yeah. You never been there. Exactly. What the fuck is going on right now?
Get it? Is it finally getting in your head now?
He's afraid he's going to get, yeah.
Remember?
It's like we can't talk about Adam's love life. We can't talk about Eric's employment.
Oh, now everybody knows where I fucking are.
I'm just saying in general.
Saying you can't talk about it is talking about it, Arty.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people get the wrong impression.
Hey.
I haven't heard that voice in a while.
No.
Jesus. Yeah, Adam. Do you like it when I talk about your love life on the radio?
When did you guys stop going on up to WMF?
When did we stop? We stopped what? April?
I
think so.
Do it right here.
It was like what, $60 a week for the same exact setting here plus more.
Yeah. I remember
Once
you talked about that.
Facebook Live became easy to do, then it was easy.
Do you
Yeah.
guys have guests up there?
Oh, we could. We haven't had anyone. We have Ronald Doubleback occasionally. We have two.
Like, you have come up, be like, why am I in your apartment, Arty?
I did have someone say, "That's your apartment." Like this is allowed. It's literally a studio in the living room right there.
That's what it looks like. Like we actually are looking like we're on Dan Patrick's show. You ever watch that? Like you look like you have a Dan Patrick studio. It's awesome.
I'm thinking about green screen in the back.
Chinese New Year's over the
yeah,
other day.
that's a good
I
idea.
know that's why you kept it up. Our New Year is over. I celebrated.
Oh yeah, that's right. Friday. Happy Chinese New Year.
The Bruins win. Bruins win.
Oh, they won in overtime.
Dude,
Nice.
Cup. I'm telling you, Cup.
Yeah, they're a good team this year. I got to tell you,
We might have to move the Batchy to Stanley Cup final.
we're gonna have to go to Vegas.
It's gonna be. I would love.
gonna be
it
Boston
to
versus Vegas.
Boston, wouldn't you?
I think it'd be a good. Oh,
Dude,
would you
I
come?
want-
I'd go, but
Up
I'm
until
not a hockey guy. Though,
Up until the Bruins started doing excellent in November, because I thought they were all right. I'm like, I hope Vegas wins the Cup. Now I hope it's Bruins Vegas.
Bruce Vegas would be a good time.
Vegas is my West Coast team now.
Actually, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of Boston people who live in Vegas who've taken Las Vegas as a new team. Got one of my buddies actually.
I think a lot of people out of Boston are
like
probably
it,
thinking that too because
Yeah.
it's in Vegas. That's probably the reason why.
We're gonna say our number one fan is watching, Alex Wallace, of course.
Hey,
The Alex
Alex.
Wallace shutout of the week, and he goes, "R.I.P. Sozio's in Revere."
I wanted that kitchen set.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Jewish lightning, huh?
Yeah,
Yes,
place-
my father's the
This one
That's
up
what
like
my
a
father said the
match,
same thing
huh?
too. He's like, that thing going up like the 4th of July.
Revere guys.
You know, it's funny though because no one has been in that place in 15 to 20 years.
Oh.
I've never seen a car in front of me.
Somebody wanted insurance money. That's probably
And,
what
and the old lady was in there working, as maybe the husband was dousing everything down of kerosene. I've never seen a blaze like that in my life.
Did they determine the actual cause?
They haven't figured it out yet. I drove by today to check it out. I was trying to sneak in, but the fire department's on duty. They're still investigating it.
So look at this. So I'm going to show the camera real quick. Show that. Where's the camera?
The camera's up there in the corner.
All right, whatever. So I have a picture.
Too many steps.
Yeah, 20 steps. So I have a picture. I sent it to you. I'm going to show Adam right now.
Yeah, I've seen a ton of.
No,
photos
but
from
look at what it says. On there, it says
multiple-alarm
something
fire.
appliances, dependable appliances. No, if there's an electrical fire, but definitely not dependable appliances.
Well, and then they had like 7 different cities fighting this fire, right? And then they had so I got there around 6 o'clock. So at this point, the whole front was already burnt out, but now the back was burning out.
That wasn't your van.
No, but imagine how
It
looked like it.
like your van, though.
I actually when I drove by there today, the van was actually parked in the front, and it's still there, obviously.
Burn marks look like the sign.
Yeah, it does look a lot like my van, actually. It's
Did you see it?
and that would have been terrible if it
said
was.
that to you,
Imagine
Yeah, I saw something. I saw
Yeah.
Susie made a comment about it.
that place. I mean, it was so they had Squire Road blocked off both directions, and they actually set up the outpost on the middle of Squire Road. So I was able to get as close to there where all the news people were, and then I seen one of my buddies as a Revere cop, and I started having a casual conversation. As I was talking to him, I went underneath the police line, and I was like leaning next to a fire
Feel the
truck.
heat?
At that point, I could smell it, but the fire was more in the back. The front was already out. The front already collapsed and stuff like that.
That smoke definitely has to be like
Extremely toxic.
Yes.
no the black smoke that
Yeah.
definitely has to be like an accelerator or something. That's I don't.
Well, they said
Well, there's tons of things in there that could be an accelerator.
Well, yeah. Well,
It's
picture
when it goes off.
plastic. All the plastics burn, and then you
Yeah.
have all the Freon inside the refrigerators
Yeah,
blowing up,
Oh, yeah.
you're right.
and then you have just metal burning, and it had a
Was it
wooden
open?
roof.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, it was open?
the wife was there.
Oh.
I have never seen a person in that fucking place.
Very
And
suspicious.
I work near the one in the Ponset, and that one's always empty.
Is the Ponset one too?
Yeah, there's like a smaller one right in the Ponset
Danvers
Circle.
too, right?
Cambridge and Danvers, across from the Liberty Tree
I
Mall.
think they live in Wakefield by the lake.
Yeah, well, he's 92 years old. He probably was like, all right, $1 million worth of damage. If I set this place on fire, I'll get $1 million in insurance, and then I'll turn around and sell the land for $500,000.
Set up his great grandkids.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, come on. I know remember they had a fire 2 years ago Electrical fire.
That strip is all, like cursed.
I know. Yeah, the IHOP, the KFC.
I was so sad. I was
wow.
sad when KFC went down.
That was in the same area.
The Porta Potta. What the hell was it called? The Pita Potta. That burnt down too. That was across the street with the Dunkin' Donuts is in the Zergo. That burnt down in the 80s. Did we go to the Pita Potta?
Probably. I don't remember.
That's weird.
What was the roast beef place in the...
Mel's?
Mel's. Me and my father's
I swear a hooker worked at Mel's when I was like 15 years old. I went in there. My mother made me go in there to grab some sandwiches. And I think she was trying to like seduce me to go do stuff in the bathroom with her. I think so. I think she was making moves on me. She was like, "Hey, you're cute." You know,
I think she was a rabbit foot and some.
I think she was putting
jacks in my pocket.
I think she was putting her moves on
rubbing
me.
your shoulders and shit, or was she just like
No, she was just like eye fucking me. She was about to molest me, I think. And
like you do from across the way.
And my mother's like, "What took the sandwiches too long?" Like I was having conversations. I was talking.
Like he has some extra cream in them.
Yeah, I mean, I had
it's extra mayo.
I had a hard wee wee and didn't know what to do.
I didn't want a three-way. I just had a three-way.
All that extra sauce on there. Oh. I'll cheat on you anytime I can. We were watching a couples retreat, and when the chick from Sex and the City and the other guy who she's married to from Swingers, what the hell's his name? John. No, the other Vince Vaughn's buddy. Yeah, and they were arguing, and she's like, "Well, I cheated on you time with two guys, with more than one guy," and she's like, "You had a three-way," and he's like, "She's like, I would have had one." He's like, "Yeah, me too." He's like, "No, it's not two guys though." Funniest spot in the entire movie.
I know. I forget. I haven't seen that movie.
Did you ever see the Family Guy episode that makes fun of that? I don't
No.
think they're not legit making fun of it, but it's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
They go on a couples retreat like that, but then the
Or they make it fun of
The
Couples
Workers.
Retreat. There's
Yeah.
another movie too, Couples Retreat.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's what we're
Is
talking
that the one
about.
we're talking about?
Well, you said. I thought you were thinking
No,
of
it's the
Swingers.
Family Guy made
Oh,
it.
okay.
No,
No, I said the guy from
Family Guy made
Swingers.
a thing.
Oh, yeah, John.
And
No.
they
I think I've seen
revolt all the servants. Oh, not servants. All the employees revoke. They're all black and stuff, and then so it's like it's a pretty funny
Yeah.
episode.
That shit's a racket. I was watching this Netflix documentary about these guys who get mail order brides, but they go on like these excursions to all these other countries, and like they go around. You pay like a premium to like fly there, and then like you go on all these tours, of, like, these impoverished neighborhoods. And you go to like a nightclub, and you sit there awkwardly as you can find a girl try to talk.
Here's
to.
the thing: if you ever see like an awkward middle-aged white dude, preferably with glasses, and looks like he drives like a van that he touches kids in, and then he's with some like smoke show, like little Asian young girl, you know it's mail ordered.
Yes.
You know, there's no way in this universe that those two people ever end up in the same place if there's not a financial involvement going on. I mean, come on.
Right when she gets her citizenship.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
she was
that's
already
it.
here, and he had a lot of money.
I mean, she looks at it like, all right, I have to suck I have to suck a dick once a week. In 2 years I'll be a citizen and I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So why not? I guess it's not a bad deal. I mean,
No, it's not. Anna Nicole Smith's husband, he knew what was going on. Come on.
yeah.
He freaking knew it. He didn't care, though. He's like, I'm old. I don't give a shit. I'll be careful how I write my will.
yeah. Be careful how I write my will. Put that on a t-shirt. Doubleback's over there quite silent tonight. I think he's just taking the night off.
Doubleback. How'd you get that nickname?
Dressed like a blue ninja. Looks like the Blue
Looking
Power
tired as
Ranger.
usual.
The Blue Power Ranger.
I'm chill.
He's chill.
He's chill.
He's chill.
That's fine. He's more of a spectator. He's in the.
How
He's
long
in
did it take you to grow that beard? A day?
looks like he's in the Taliban.
I wish I could grow that in like a day.
Look, I haven't shaved. Look at me. I can't.
I get like patches that don't grow in.
Yeah.
Look at this.
What do you have? You're going through chemo treatments or
He's
something like
worse
that?
than me. Look, he's got like. Look, that's even worse.
You're getting radiation treatments.
Must be. It's aliens. God damn it.
Alien love.
Jesus.
Alien love.
Oh, I forgot what
Alien
that
love. I watched that today. I've been doing nothing but watching movies.
Yeah. You got a nice easy life going on right now.
It's very stressful because then.
Stressful.
Oh, it's stressful when you have nothing. You just sitting around is stressful.
What is so
when you don't
stressful
have-
about that? Trying to find a movie to watch next? Oh my god! I don't
like-
watch
You're
it.
living like a prison sentence, essentially.
Yesterday, I was invited to two separate parties.
What you
One was NASCAR party. Gonna go. One was a.
How come you couldn't go? You have to bring a gift?
Scratch. I was also just
Okay.
just got back from a trip too. That I can't talk about. I'll tell you guys when we get off. I forgot to tell you guys.
You got off a trip?
I just got back today,
From a trip?
Florida, for a couple days.
I was unemployed. Oh, with the family. Okay, that saves it.
family.
Oh, with the family. Okay. All right, with the
Oh,
family.
you're not supposed to talk about? Why?
My mother doesn't want me to talk about. I'll tell you afterwards. I forgot. My mother doesn't want me to talk about.
What are you muling drugs for the Powers
Oh,
family?
All right,
No,
This is law.
my
All right, cool.
family
All
told me
right.
not to talk about
Oh,
it.
God.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I'll tell you guys afterwards. I'm
All
not
right.
gonna
All
tell
right.
you here.
This is going to be interesting.
No, it's not.
You're not hunting coups. You just sort of you're on a family trip.
I'll because you guys are gonna, it's gonna be the back of your minds and no one out of you.
Yeah.
You keep saying, "Come on, tell me."
Well, I
I'll
mean, you're gonna
text.
tell us after.
Yeah, but
Cool.
What are you putting you up for adoption?
I know.
Cuban families?
40-year-old man for adoption.
Who wants to adopt me?
We should put you on Craigslist and see what
They're
happens. See if
arranging-
any takers. We should totally put him on Craigslist.
Were you down there looking for a retirement home? He's like, he's down. He's gonna put you in a home.
I guess I sent you some ARP.
Whoa. What happened? Oh God.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh.
Let's.
Okay.
So you can see why.
You just totally knocked this down.
Wow, all right.
Thanks, Eric.
Jesus.
Thanks for knocking this down.
Well, I guess I can sum it up. He's not being put in a retirement home at
No.
40.
Well,
so-
I mean, I canceled some things I was supposed to do this weekend, and I don't want if people listen, I don't want them to think I was just
I get you.
telling them lies or anything. You know,
I don't know why
'cause-
anybody would want to live there.
Alex Wallace is saying Doubleback looks like a ZZ Top.
On me.
Huh? I ain't cancel on you this weekend.
I know, but I guess he just knows. He's
Oh, yeah,
ridiculous.
it's,
It's probably on your
I kinda
Facebook
just
page
did.
right now.
Oh,
I'm just messing with
I know.
You know what I do like? I do love Eric's story when he was a kid, when he was on a bike in Sarasota and he went by the Pee Wee Herman Jerk-Off movie theater.
Oh, I want to know about his wrestling brief history in the wrestling business.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I want to know.
Well, let's
That's what I want to. Powers. Eric, I got to ask you a question.
first I want to say, tell us briefly about when you rode your bike by the Pee Wee Herman Jerk-Off
No, so-
theater.
Well, I mean, it was, I don't know when it was, but
It happened to be early 90s he got in trouble for
I
that.
was in 8th grade. No, it was before though. It was before he did it.
Okay.
So I was a kid I grew up with.
It was a porn theater, right? It was like
Yeah.
There used to be one in Stoneham.
That's so
yeah.
weird
And
to me.
actually,
It's really weird.
I only went yesterday and got back today, by the way, Suze. Anyway, so I was I hang out with this kid, and they have a condo down in Sarasota. I think I was in 8th grade. April vacation, we went down.
Yeah.
We sent our bikes down first. Anyway, so we're riding from the house to the mall and all this shit all this time, and we kept passing the thing. I never knew what it was.
Yeah.
And then like a year, I don't know if it was a year later, or what year did that happen? Look,
It had to be.
don't look that
Let's
up.
see. Yeah.
Early 90s.
Yeah, it was
probably.
definitely early 90s. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I was in 8th grade. I was a freshman in high school in 1991 when the war kicked off. The old war, the Great War. Desert Storm. So we
Desert
didn't know what it
Storm.
was. We're like,
Oh,
we
man.
didn't know what Triple X was at 12, 13.
I'm just going to guess 9. I'm going to guess. I have no idea, but I'm just going to guess 93.
25 years ago, Pee Wee Herman was masturbating. This was in 2016. So
What? No, it
No,
wasn't.
no.
I mean, no. So it was 25 years ago, 2016.
So, yeah.
So it's 26 years ago.
It's horrible.
So 1991, July 26,
geez,
1991.
that's
So
close.
this was,
There you go.
so July 1991, I think it was a freshman in high school. So it was a year before. It was either 89
Yeah.
or whatever. I was there. So anyway, we knew it, whatever. And then all of a sudden that came up, and I remember my mother had a People magazine. I was reading it, and I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, Joe. And I was looking, he goes, oh my God, that's what that was?
According to
So-
Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, a detective watched as Rubens exposed his penis with his left hand and began to masturbate at 8:35 p.m.
What was that
and then
guy
again
doing
at
there?
10
No,
minutes.
he was blackmailed. You know, he
well,
was-
no, they had set up detectives in the place to catch people.
That's bullshit. Only because that. I mean, let's face it.
What
If
else
you're
you gonna
going
do
to that
with
theater,
that?
that's what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they knew who he was. They followed him in there purposely. Got
Well,
him
he even
arrested.
offered to donate money if this kept us under the wrap, and they said no.
I mean,
He's like, listen, we
Joe's
can-
career.
He's like, listen, we
He
can.
did for a while. Yeah, quite did for a while.
Yeah, but didn't they give him the best roles afterwards, though? The creepy guy from Boogie Nights,
He was
and
in
then
Blow.
He was in
Wasn't
Blow.
Johnny Depp? Yeah.
I think it
Oh, no,
was
yeah,
Boogie Nights
actually,
was good.
yeah, it was Blow,
the-
yeah.
The gay hairdresser
Yes.
from Blow. But he was also in other things. 'Cause nobody knew what he looked like when he wasn't Pee Wee Herman.
It's
That's
kind of
true.
creepy now. He has a new Pee Wee Herman movie on Netflix.
It's awful.
Yeah, I
With
watched
Joe-
like
with
20
Joe
minutes of it. It's like
Mastaglia- what did I say his name?
Isn't he like 70 now? I think he's like 60,
No.
70.
Paul Rubens?
Maybe
Let's see.
no, maybe he's like 50. I think he's between 50 and 60 now.
What's-
But to
what's-
see that kind of man playing a child
What's
is
the
kind of
guy's
fucking
name
weird
from
to
True
me.
Blood?
He's 60. Oh, he's 65 years old.
Ah, see, that's fucking weird.
Joe Mastaglia.
And he actually looks like the coach of the Celtics right now. He looks like an older Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens would be great Pee Wee Herman.
It's just getting weird to see a grown man latch onto this and still play the child role. Even though I know the role of Pee Wee Herman was meant for adults originally.
65.
Anyway,
Yeah,
remember?
it was an adult show.
It was totally adult show, and they dialed it back to kids. You know,
So that means he was like 35 when he was doing the Pee Wee Herman
Pee Wee
character.
Herman's great. Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
I love
I
Pee Wee's
watched
Big
Pee Wee's Christmas special. every
Pee Wee's
year.
Big Adventure is a great show.
It is a great. It is
Big
great.
Top Pee Wee wasn't that good.
No,
Yeah,
that was
no.
kind of weird.
I know. I
Like, I
like,
watched Pee Wee's Holiday, whatever the one that just because I had to.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, You know what creeped me out though in Pee Wee's Big Adventure when the bike gets stolen? Remember the clown that he chained it to?
Oh,
it was
yeah.
normal when he went in,
as a-
and then it comes out as that face. As a little kid, that creeped me out. I don't know why.
Yeah, but, I mean, you were a lot
That got
younger than
me.
me, but I was old enough to know that was his imagination.
Yeah, I know, but as obviously as I
But
got
it
older,
was
but
funny.
at the time,
So if you
it's
can
like-
tell when he's pulling the chain out, you see the bottom, you see it coming through from like, there's no hole in the bottom. Like seriously, look. And
I believe it.
caught
I
that
believe
at
it.
12 years old, however old I was, and I was just like, I don't know if it was fake, like meant to be there,
Yeah.
or it was a mistake.
I do like when he goes into the biker bar and he knocks his bike and all the motorcycles go. Boop, 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 boop.
I love his breakfast making thing.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
the
girl in that
toast
scene-
comes down, cracks the egg, and he's like,
Puts on the Mr. T cereal in the pancake,
Yeah.
covers the cereal, and he takes one bite.
the girl in that biker scene though, with the girl without the makeup, that's Elvira.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman, double back.
Yeah.
Comes from the back. Says,
Yeah, he's right. He's right. I think he's right.
Cheech and Chong movie. Pee Wee Herman made his debut.
Really? As Pee Wee Herman?
Before Pee Wee Herman was Pee Wee
Oh,
Herman.
so he was just Paul Rubens.
No,
He was-
credited as Pee Wee Herman.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wow, what movie is that?
In
Cheech and
Cheech
Chong.
and Chong's next movie.
I forgot about that.
Well, speaking of people
I
playing,
heard something about
What's your
that.
favorite Cheech and Chong movie?
I'm not a big.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
Not gonna lie.
Corsican Brothers.
I've seen multiple parts of it.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen it probably.
Corsican Brothers was good because they were twins, I think, and like if you punch Cheech,
Foreskin
Chong
Brothers?
heard it. Corsican Brothers.
Oh, I think it's the Foreskin Brothers. I was like, what kind of movie
Did you
is
see
this?
they got Super Troopers 2 coming out?
Yes,
Yes.
it looks funny. No, it's fun, dude.
It does, but it's just been
looks
too
funny.
long. It's like, why does anybody care
Do you know
now?
the premise?
They
I did, yeah. The Canadians.
They
and, like,
annexed a
they-
piece
like,
of,
there's
yeah.
a little piece that's
Little
now in
piece of
Canada.
Still Vermont. No, it's Vermont.
Oh, Vermont. Okay.
Yeah, so they go and they do.
Yeah, they give it back to the United States or something.
Hysterical.
I didn't even find the first one that
But-
funny. Actually,
but-
I found like the first half of the first one funny, and then it got boring to me.
Yeah, well, I thought Dumb and Dumber 2 was going to be great by the previews, and it was horrible.
That was a bad movie. Yeah.
So speaking of people playing fake characters, Adam, you had a question you wanted to ask Mr. Powers.
Oh yeah. So
What is past?
I want to ask about your wrestling career that you were thinking about going into.
You know, I played a WWE game today, and
Pludge Master Powers.
what about
No, I'm actually intrigued. I'm seriously intrigued to hear how you can get into this.
So I don't know if this John Cena's father is the commissioner, the owner, or whatever of. Every time she dances, oh, they film it.
No, but I'm just curious how this. I
So
want
wait,
to get
there
into
was
pro
a place in
wrestling.
Malden. You know, you want to be one?
No, I'm asking like how is it like if
So-
you wanted to get into pro wrestling? Hey, Hulk
There's
Hogan's
wrestling schools.
still involved in it, so I mean,
yeah,
it's not too old.
because he's got involved early. But you can't break through at 35. So there's like Killer Kowalski had a school in Malden. I didn't go to see him, but there's
Okay.
wrestling schools. There was one in Malden. You know where that AutoZone is on Eastern Ave?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Sorry, no,
kidding.
I just know what that is.
Whoa!
Usually
So,
I don't know
the
locations.
plaza, the little
but
strip
yeah.
mall next to it.
Yes.
There was a dojo, and they did it. I went in, and yeah, I came in and started doing it, and right out of the army, so still in shape, still look good, still
Yeah.
ripped. Was the pledge? I called myself pledge master.
How long did you do that for?
6 months. Had one match.
You're just
Lost.
like fuck this.
But yeah, it just was too. Dude, it's too much. I thought army
Like-
training was rigorous. Wrestling is just. Oh my.
So you think Gronk will have a harder time
I'm
trying to
sure.
get fit for wrestling than football?
No.
But-
He's in shape for it.
Yeah.
He's already
Well-
but he's like NFL. Going from NFL football to the WWE is easy. Me just going from military, like I didn't lift and stuff, but I had to run and all that stuff. But you have to run. You have to.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
also got to learn
Legs.
choreography technically
Like,
because
yeah,
you have to
it's-
know what's
it's-
going to
it's
happen,
pretty
right?
easy.
Okay, that's good then.
Because when I went, it was 2001, so it wasn't like as crazy as it is now.
Are there any photos?
There is a VHS
Is there-
somewhere.
Well, we happen to have a VHS player in the
Yes,
studio, so
somewhere
if you can
in
find that
2001,
video.
so there wasn't really any digital. Somebody's got something somewhere. If the place is still there, they may have it. My character, Pledge Master, because I look like I'm young. So my whole thing was, I wore those
I'm
jeans.
dying to see this.
I wore the American Eagle carpenter jeans everybody wore in the late
Yeah.
90s.
God.
With the
Yes.
belts and stuff.
Yes,
wore
I do.
those
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a crunchy college T-shirt, like a flannel, bare flannel, and I had a hat.
I got to see this.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I had a hat that was curved, like curved.
Yeah.
Everybody can see that curved.
But the brim was
The brim
very
curved.
like.
and it had that fishing hook and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Like I had a paddle.
I wanna see this.
Like in Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
And my whole gimmick was, I was supposed to be there if I beat somebody, I made him sign the paddle, and like I lost my one match. That hit the guy with the paddle, and it broke, and I grabbed the bike, like, you sign my paddle later, and dropped it.
But you were supposed to lose.
Supposed to.
Right, you're supposed to lose.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It was fun.
wanna see it.
I mean, Well, it was just like I say, rigorous training. It's awful. You got to do all this like running and like leg. Like I don't like to like lift my legs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was like you have to have strong legs because no
Makes
matter
sense.
how big that person is, everything
to lift
is
them
legs in
Makes
wrestling.
sense. That's where you
You
get
have
most
to
of your
have
power
legs, and
from.
It's tiring. It's very tiring. It's very tiring. Even like, I mean, I'm sure you fake wrestled with your friends when you were a kid.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
absolutely.
It wasn't
it's
fake
just
wrestling,
like
if you
that.
know what I mean.
It wasn't
No.
fake. It was experimenting. Man.
Oh, they're learning each other's bodies.
And I also can't stand rubbing up against another sweaty man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the part.
the
that
best
was-
part. Well, I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about. That's the most
all
fun.
the sports I played in high school: football, hockey, baseball, lacrosse. All the kids sports I played growing up, you're very covered, and you don't have to rub sweat on
But
men.
it's better than real wrestling when you're on your knees. And you know how real wrestling
Well,
is? You
that's
gotta
why I
like.
wore the
Yeah, you
fucking
get on
weight.
your
That's
knees.
why I wore the t-shirt
Yeah.
and all that stuff. I didn't want to have my shirt off, all that stuff like that.
Suze is dying. Oh,
I love rubbing up against a sweaty man.
Oh.
You do.
Oh.
Me and you should go into wrestling.
No.
Who?
You.
You and Eric?
No, me and you.
Hey, just so you know,
I don't want to see that. That's too normal. I want to see like. I
I
want to
see
see
it.
that.
I walked in the pub in New Orleans, and they were in some kind of wrestling movie.
Oh God.
yeah,
lights
she had me in a
on.
full.
That's just too
She had me in
normal.
a full Nelson.
I don't want to see that. I want to.
Arty was sitting like
Oh, you
this,
told me about this. This
and
was-
she was
yeah.
like on him like this, and they're like, hey, like they were pressed up against, so I couldn't see anything.
Like, was
I couldn't
it?
see her ass crack or nothing.
It was an
I couldn't see her boobs, I couldn't see her
instructional-
dick.
Was it like an embracing pose, like a?
It was an instructional
Intimate-
video.
the-
It was
embracing?
like they were together, and they literally were
Oh,
like
so
this.
it was embracing. It was intimate.
The apartment
It
was.
was intimate.
You crashed an
But
intimate moment.
I seen him inside of her.
He was
Not
supposed to-
physically, but I knew he was inside of her because the way they were.
All right, I'm getting
like,
the.
her legs were wrapped around his back.
It's all right.
Like
I think
this.
I need another beer after.
I've
this.
seen Eric inside of a girl. In fact,
I
where's
have,
my
I have a
water?
hat on because I came from another room trying to get a condom, so I have a hat, and that went away.
In fact,
Right?
when I was
I'm
in,
like, who leaves the door open and all the lights on when they fuck?
when
That's true.
All right, when me and Eric were in
We could
Las
leave the lights
Vegas,
Wide open, bedroom door.
Yeah.
but we didn't expect anyone was going to come into our apartment.
Well, I asked you
Exactly.
to get me a condom 2 hours before.
So,
and you didn't
well,
show
Why
up.
did you walk in?
When was the last time you used a condom?
Well, she made me go get it.
You just
She
pretend,
made me go get
just
it.
pretend you have one on. Like they don't check.
Well, Powers, why were you walking in anyway?
Because I was getting a condom, so I could go sleep with whoever.
Once upon a time in Vegas,
See,
Eric,
with somebody that didn't happen with.
Eric was having sex
No, I
with,
had sex with her.
with this
I
girl
agreed to go on
from
it.
Michigan, and I was doing play-by-play next to him
Oh.
the entire
I
time.
literally. All right,
I was like, and he's
Wait.
he's slowly sliding the penis.
It was
into
like
the-
I was I didn't obviously finish, but it was like I was a virgin again. It was like, yeah, and it was over.
That
I
sucks.
was like, Arty, because she's like, I can't with him.
But you said you used 3 of them. So, like, what was the
Well,
re?
first broke. Second one was about to break.
How do you break condoms?
What's going on here, buddy? Is that
Because
aggressive?
No, 'cause
I
when
know. I've
have
never
condom
broken
on,
a
I
condom
can't-
in my
When I
life.
have a condom on, I can't finish, and it's awful.
I
so
get
I
that.
go, and then it tightens up. You know how you can feel when it's about to break.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And she was getting aggravated. It hurts and stuff. So it's like I didn't have any lube, but if I have lube, I can lube it up, and then I can.
I've never broken a
Don't you
condom.
get the
though.
pre-lubed condoms?
I've
No,
never.
yeah, but that goes off.
I've never
way
broken
fast.
Wait, I gotta
condom
think
either.
about this.
That
Wait.
goes away fast. So I have a question. This is gonna be
I don't
a
think
great
you know how to
question.
use a condom properly.
I know. There have been times where I'm like, oh wait, this is not the right way, and I quickly flip it
pretty-
over.
No.
And
pretty
that's the
sure
worst
you-
of my
I'm pretty
experience.
sure you've been
It's
using it.
fine until the condom dries out. And when a condom dries out, a woman starts drying out. And
Well,
it's
then
like,
you're not keeping her wet because it should stay very well
No, the condom
lubricated.
dries out.
The condom shouldn't dry up if she stays wet.
Anyway.
Double back. You ever broken a condom before?
What?
I have never.
So
Sweaty.
I'm gonna ask. So I have a thing. It's like so when I sleep with girls, like I say, I have trouble coming with them. I have one girlfriend who made me wear them, obviously, and
Yeah, it's,
we
it's
do
annoying.
it, and then like
sucks.
she would orgasm, and then I'd finish, and then instantly I would go. Does that ever happen to you guys? Like the last girl. I had sex in July. Jesus Christ, I'm a loser. The last girl I was banging in July was the same way. I was going forever and I couldn't. She fucking orgasm, and then 2 minutes later, I'm just like, oh.
like 2 minutes, like after you
Is
take
there
it off.
something that no? Just is there something that goes on in a woman thing that when they orgasm, it just makes it feel better? That it just
Yeah, I don't know.
What as it affects you?
it affects
I'm
me.
confused.
Right
Affects
after a
you,
woman,
Tracy.
all right, put it this way.
It turns you on that she comes.
Maybe.
That's
Maybe
what
that's
it is.
it.
That's what exactly what it is. That's fine. That's
She
awesome.
She
That's cool.
comes, it wets back up, and why?
There you
I
go.
hope my kids don't listen to this.
Kids. All 90 of them.
Oh,
I know Junior in Pittsburgh's watching,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Alex Wallace.
All these people are getting a good. It's different when I'm a guest. Like, I express more of my personal life when I'm a guest.
Because it drags out slowly if you hear it all the time, so it's like, oh, whatever, that's what it is. But then it's like, boom, all at once. Just
Alex Wallace wants to know who the fat fuck we were talking about is. We're not going to give his
I'm not gonna
name
give a name because
because we don't want the fat fuck to be more popular than he
Yes.
is.
Yes.
But I would say if you see him working at a Starbucks, then make sure you don't order from him, especially a breakfast sandwich. You may think it's egg. It's really a booger.
It's embarrassing. We share the same birthday.
Big biscuit.
Oh, no.
No, the other kid. No,
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
you
about
just called her fat fuck.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
Yikes.
She was in that.
I love how he
Yeah.
defends her, even though he bitches about
Well,
her.
no, I mean,
It's like
just 'cause
Stockholm
if she's
syndrome.
listening, then I gotta deal with it, not you.
She's not. She's not.
Well, the three of you got something in common.
Arty, I don't think you did. You
No
just-
way. No. Would
have been way before.
No, no,
Hey,
no.
in my
No, no,
defense,
no.
it was a bucket list thing. We have the same birthday. All right.
My defense.
You wanted to have sex with a barnyard animal at the same birthday as you?
Hey, everyone's gone to bed with a lagoon creature at one point in time. Okay, it's
true.
happened. You know, there's no denying that.
I think I said that
Oh,
to you
hey,
before
listen.
New Orleans. I wasn't giving you a 5. I think I said that to you before New Orleans, and you said no.
The difference, Eric was able to experience that adventure in a McDonald's parking lot. In his sex van.
I've never had parking lot sex.
Oh, never?
No, I don't think I've ever had
I love
parking.
car
I need to
sex.
spread out. I got long legs. I,
I
get
love car
crampy.
sex. You know why? Because if I come quick, I can just blame it on the thrill of having car sex.
There you go. Hey.
I personally hate car sex and everything that comes.
I hate it because I have long, stupid, skinny legs. So I'm like, I need to spread out.
You
It's
think
just
I would stop
uncomfortable.
having car sex because I think my kid was conceived in car sex.
I thought she was conceived on the desk of a Friendlies.
No, that was no.
Oh,
How's she doing, by the way?
Shut up. If I didn't have to talk into this, I would stick it up your ass.
thank God.
She's a good kid. She's a good kid.
Yeah.
She's great.
Great kid. So he's right up our alley. Right in his dating age
Great
range.
kid, don't forget this.
I think you had a nice setup. We had room
Where?
in where were we? Connecticut.
We had sex on a dog crate in the back of my van.
Oh!
With the dogs in the crate.